and we're going to try and put it together, although it's torn into 3 pieces. How do we go about that? One way is to grab the lasso tool. Just quickly make a selection. Then we can go edit, copy, because it's copying what is in the selection, and then edit, paste. And you can see over here we've now got a new layer with just that top corner in it. We've still got the whole picture untouched, but we've got a copy of this. So what we'll do is come back to our main picture, make a rough selection, edit, copy, and edit, paste. And you can see there's another layer. So we take off the original. We've now got that part. For the third section, let's use the select tool rather than the lasso, and we'll see we've got a bit more than we needed. Right, so what I will do is just hold down the Alt or the Option key, take off the extra, and there we go. Now the problem with that, rather than the lasso tool, in which we knew we were going to get everything because we gave it a bit extra, and let's just make sure we've got too far. So we've got that, and now we've got just that section, and we can go edit, copy, and edit, paste. So if you have a look, this one we selected quite carefully with the selection tool. This one was with the lasso tool, and we have got some extras. So we could select the extras that we don't want and delete, but that would be destructive. We could select the extras and make another copy, or we could select and hide using a non-destructive mask. So let's start with making sure over here that you're on the right section. So we've only got one piece showing. We could be down here, but that's not very helpful. We need to be on the right layer. So what are we going to do this time? Let's select again like we did, just to show you another option. Again, oops, gone a bit. You can see you need to be a little bit careful. Use Alt. And yeah, see, I wouldn't actually be doing it this way. You've just got to be very careful. So that's not too bad. Just grab that a little bit. Now we can go edit, copy, and edit, paste. See how we've created a second copy, but the one without the white pages underneath. That's not too bad. We don't need this copy, so we'll just move it down the bottom. And to make sure that it's okay, you can actually put a padlock on it so that nothing can happen to that. So we've still got three layers that we're working with. We're getting rid of the extras. What can we do with this third one differently? Well, we might add a mask. So just in case we take too much off. So we've gone to the layer, create the mask. It's a white show all mask. So the mask hasn't done anything. But is if we get a brush, make sure it's black paint because it will hide. Make sure you're on the mask, not on the picture, but on the mask. See the white section here? I'm just going to paint with black. And you can see it's just going to hide anything that's extra than what we need. Hasn't deleted anything, but we're using, it's like a bit of black plastic over the top to make it hide. If you right click, you can disable that layer mask and you can see it's still there, or it's back. So make sure you always know, are you on the picture or actually on the mask? So now if we put our three pieces together, what we want to do is move this piece over here. That's not too bad. Let's turn our ruler down so that we can line up those pieces. Yep. And you can use the arrow key just to move it a little bit more to the left if we have it selected. So we need to have the picture selected. Use the arrow key and now you'll see it move. I'm using the left arrow key because I know it's aligned according to the top edge of the picture. So I'm making sure that we're just moving in the horizontal plane. There we go. That's okay. Now let's go back to the bottom right hand part of the picture. Command T, Control T, make it ready. Let's zoom in a little bit. Now have a look here, you can see that's not quite lined up, and here it's not quite lined up. However, we can just drag a ruler across so that we can see down here. We'll just come down in the vertical plane. So I'm looking at this section here, that's got to be aligned, and that's still aligned. There's a little bit of a gap with the pipe. Come down. Right. So that's the alignment. What about this white? Who's got which of those? I'm just going to double check. If I take this one underneath, oh, that's worse. So we're going to drag that up the top to make sure that that fits. There. And there we go. It's a couple of different ways using a mask on this layer. This one we just use the selection to create a new copy. If we hide everything that we've done, we've still got our original pieces untouched. Now we can select all three layers. There. Right click, and we're just going to go merge layers. There's our original. Now you can start cloning. And that's the process.